fiancé visa is for the unmarried partner of someone who's British or settled in the UK. They have to have the intention to get married in the UK and to make the UK their permanent home. The difference is that fiancé visa you have to have met at least once, whereas with a spouse visa you have to have a valid marriage certificate. Spouse visa is also valid for 2.5 years, whereas a fiancé is only valid for 6. So there are a few requirements that need to be met to make a successful application. One of those is a genuine and subsistent relationship, and this implies that you must have met your partner. There's a financial requirement, and for certain countries there's also the requirement of passing an English language test and having a valid TB test. So yeah, you do need to be engaged. One of the requirements is the intention to marry, which implies that you are engaged to your partner. So this is a really important question, and unfortunately you can't work while you're on a fiancé visa or study. You can only work or study once you change visas to a spouse. So this is a great question. Certain countries are actually exempt from the English language requirement. However, other countries, they need to pass an A1 test from an approved test centre. So this is a really common question that comes up quite a lot. So once you are married in the UK, you'll need to switch to a spouse visa. This will then allow you to study and work in the UK. So the fiancé visa itself doesn't lead to citizenship. However, once you transfer to the spouse visa, you can then become settled in the UK and then become a British citizen. If a fiancé visa is refused, it does have the right of appeal. We have a specialist team that deal with the appeals and will be able to help you with this. So the application fees actually change every year. So with this visa, most people do get a decision within 3 months. However, it can take up to 6 months to get a decision. So in the current case I'm dealing with, the sponsor was out in Russia and they were working there. That's where they met the applicant. After a few months of dating, they decided that they wanted to settle in the UK and to get married here. So the sponsor returned to the UK and they put in their fiancé application. That application was successful and they're now happily married and living in the